Well, that's an interesting, you know, we've come around to an interesting point that I never verbalized to myself before, but I do see that, you know, I'm starting to see just from this discussion.
Thank you, man. Would you mind if I recorded it?
No, go ahead.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
You're not going to get, oh, well, yeah, you are recording.
So like I said, I got a 5-minute timer, and I normally just like to talk to people. Is there anything that you strongly believe is true, or something you're certain about, something that motivates you?
Wow. Well.
Oh, first, let me introduce myself. My name's Ty, by the way.
Ty?
Yeah.
I'm John.
John, nice to meet you, John.
Okay. Yeah, strong beliefs. Yeah. You know, American way of life.
American way of life, apple pie?
Yeah.
The American dream?
The American dream.
The American dream is pretty good. I got to be honest with you. It was really nice.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it for 5 minutes?
Well, sure.
Okay. So what motivates you about the American dream?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, that's kind of the topic of the day. That's what piques my interest. I watch the news.
Okay, what kind of news are we talking about? Because, you know, sometimes it's like about selling dog food in between two talking heads, and sometimes it's about telling you what they believe is like hard-hitting journalism. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, here's your perspective of the world. Like, what kind of news do you like get into?
I like a good mixture of local, state,
nice,
federal, and world.
Oh wow, everything.
I check the internet regularly.
Okay.
And I get the daily paper, which is that's something I'm feeling strongly about. I'm not real happy with our local paper.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm becoming very dissatisfied. That's my source of that's my wake up source of you know, news. I'm one of those old fashioned guys. I like to open up the paper and you know, spread it out and read it.
Yeah.
And I like to go from front to back, and I read the ones that I'm following. I don't read all the bad news.
Sure.
You know.
You don't read all the bad news?
No, it gets a little ugly.
Yeah, it can get disheartening, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
Could you give me an example of what you mean by bad news?
Well, the murders, and
okay.
You know, there was a stabbing in Versailles recently. And
Okay.
The guy was crazy. And
whoa.
I think the jury handled it badly. I don't want to reflect. I mean,
sure.
I wasn't there, and I can't say I don't know what they saw and what they heard. But
okay.
I didn't like the mixed signal that they're giving to that man. You know,
sure.
I mean, he's crazy or he's not.
Right.
You know,
or
I mean,
how it reflects on the rest of the populace.
Yeah, we've got to have some. We've got to have some absolutes, especially in our legal system. We are a country of laws.
Okay.
And that we just can't make them up as we go. I mean,
It's an interesting thing that you said. We need to have some absolutes. What do you mean by that? And could you make a suggestion?
Well, yeah. Well, let's stick with that example.
Yeah.
They said the man was. They wanted him to serve 20 years.
Yeah.
For assault. He wasn't crazy when he assaulted 2 daughters and a husband, but he was crazy when he stuck a knife into a 6-year-old boy's head.
Oh my gosh.
And that is crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible news. Yeah.
And I believe that he is crazy.
Okay.
He left Indianapolis with no baggage, no money, no clothes, no plan. He didn't know where he was going. You know, so as an absolute, he's crazy or he's not. It's up to them to define.
As like a means, if you had like the ability to do so, or the ear of the person that you could inform, would you say, we need to have absolutes, this is what I suggest that you do from here on out?
Well, I think the judge or whoever, the DA, the prosecutors, whoever is the legal I don't want to say judge, but the people in the legal know.
Yeah.
The legal authorities in that case should have rejected the idea that you can't give him 20 years if we don't treat the insane people that way.
Interesting.
You can't give him 20 years. You can say he's not competent enough to stand trial.
Yeah.
and we'll take care of him that way. We have to account for people like that. I mean, it's going to happen.
I hear you. Just so I can catch up on the situation. So, like, there was a stabbing in Versailles.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the story.
Oh, okay.
But a man stabbed the boy in the head. Did he kill the boy?
Yes, he killed a 6-year-old boy.
He killed the boy, and his court claimed that he was insane, but the court still gave him 20 years.
Tried to.
Did he get convicted?
Yeah. It stood, but it'll be over. It'll be appealed.
Okay.
You know?
And your opinion is that what? That was a fair.
I don't think he's
not fair.
I don't think he can be competent to commit assault.
Okay.
And not competent to answer for his murder charge.
Okay.
He did murder the boy. He knows he did. He said he did.
Sure.
He just don't understand. He says he was operating.
Not to put words in your mouth, but would you suggest that the absolute be that criminals who are mentally disabled to some certain extent should not be convicted to the severity as a person who is well aware of their consequences in society?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, I'm 66 years old, and I know from life experience some people are better qualified than others for different situations.
Sure.
And it goes from the extreme to the lower extreme. Some people, they can't help it. They do well to take care of their own personal hygiene. They're not going to take care of the country, and they're not responsible for, they're not. I just don't think they're qualified to drive a car, have a gun, hold public office.
Okay.
I think there are people that shouldn't have children, but I mean, I'm not willing to give up my liberties to judge you and say, I think Ty's not qualified to have children or have a gun.
Right.
I might be able.
It's a heavy thing to weigh out.
You're unqualified to have a gun.
Okay.
If I knew your history.
Sure.
And I knew you walked in people's houses, home invaders, and you were from Indianapolis, and you stumbled in somebody's house in Versailles where you've never been before.
Right.
I think that's an irresponsible thing in this society, but I don't know that. I don't know that I can say I wouldn't let that guy have a driver's license. Okay. I wouldn't let him have a gun. I wouldn't let him have a knife. Although I wouldn't. I mean, I just don't know how you do. Yeah, I don't know how the state can say that about me or you.
Right. You're saying you wouldn't want 100% of the time to keep someone from having access to something or being able to do something or getting a fair trial as XYZ, whatever, just based on their background. You would want every case to be handled to some extent with concern to the person who's actually being tried or who that specific person you're talking about. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
But it sounds like you wouldn't want it to be absolute. You would probably maybe want there to be some sort of leeway with regard to the person.
Well, that's an interesting... we've come around to an interesting point that I never verbalized to myself before, but I do see that, I'm starting to see just from this discussion, like the school shootings.
Okay.
We can't do that. We can't be proactive with that. Terrorism, bombings, we can't be proactive without completely everybody stick your head in the sand and we can't see each other anymore.
Yeah.
I can't stop and talk to you.
Yeah.
You could be dangerous, but you're out here in the open.
Yeah.
I'll take a chance.
Yeah. Everyone's taking a chance to just try to communicate with people.
The school shootings, I don't want anybody come and get my gun and say, John is acting weird. I don't like the way John acts.
Sure.
Unless, if I'm a danger to myself and to the public, they should step up. Someone should, but it has to be done in the rears. You can't come at me in advance predicting what I might be capable of doing.
Right.
But if I demonstrate that I am,
and based on that demonstration and what actions you do,
that's it.
Would you say then that there is perhaps not an absolute course of action to do every single time to resolve a law?
It kind of looks that way.
Okay.
It kind of seems like I can't. That statement would have to be, we can't be absolute. You're right. Well, we can't be absolutely fair. We can't be absolutely sure we get all the bad guys.
Yeah.
We can't be absolutely sure we let all the good guys live the American dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to infringe on our own liberties to protect ourselves. So that's a tough trade-off when you think about it.
It's a rougher job than I ever really paid attention to.
Yeah.
I want to keep updated on the news, though.
Yeah. Don't read all the bad stuff. It's too depressing.
No, true.
I'm gonna
John,
get over
had a
it.
wonderful conversation.
I don't know what you're doing with that, but.